when do you find yourself the hardest on yourself?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day. I've always been like this. How do I cope with it? Wala. I work until I'm run out. Do you?
I don't know if are we gaslighting ourselves into believing na this is part of success. This is the price to pay for success. Hindi, kailangan mataas standards mo. Kailangan mo mag-stress at ma-overwhelm para maging where you are today.
Yeah, that's such a good topic. Okay, let's go. Pag-usapan natin yan.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Yellow Couch podcast. Today, super special guest. We've been wanting to invite this person for so long. We just didn't know how to kasi hindi naman kami food channel. But finally, we were able to have an opportunity to actually invite this person and the one and only Miss Abby Marquez. Let's go!
Hey. Hi, guys! Oh my God, I'm finally here! It's been such a long time.
Wow!
Nagpapapansin ako kasi I really like watching recreate videos, honestly.
Totoo ba?
Yeah, it feels like it's so fun. So, like right now, I mean, look at my mic. It's so fun. And the couch is so fun.
Yay! Nakita ko yung post mo kahapon. Nakita mo na sa Netflix ka.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations!
Thanks!
Was it something you've always known na magiging part ka of that? Or was that a surprise?
I mean, they asked for consent. I mean, when there's a possibility that you'd appear, they would ask for consent forms. Right. I do the same thing when I'm filmed in an organization or venue. I make everyone sign consent forms saying, I'm okay if you show me. But it's never guaranteed because they can always cut you out.
Correct.
So the show is called Being Gordon Ramsay. And I attended a watch party in his Gordon Ramsay Bar and Grill restaurant in Newport. I did not expect anything, but we were all just, shucks, sana nandun tayo. And yeah, when I found out na nandun, grabe, kinikilig ako. Until now, like, everyone in my life is kinikilig. And nung kumakain kami doon sa watch party, nakangiti lang ako.
Asaya ka ng ngiti mo, tsaka yung video, I can feel the kilig.
Thank you.
From the video.
Thanks.
Paano ka kinikilig or paano ka nag-freak out? Parang do you sumisigaw ka ba? Do you like, ewan ko, parang how do you
Ngayon
freak
ko lang
out?
din siya na-notice. So, apparently, pag kinikilig ako, ang ginagawa ko ganito,
Lumalabas ang dila.
Kasi, bihira naman ako kiligin ng sobra. Pero, I'm unapologetically loud. I will jump. Kaya ako may injury last year was because I was so excited about finishing a round of the alphabet sa isang badminton game. And I jump for joy and doon ako na-injure. So, I just can't help but scream, yell, jump, ganon, apparently. And just smile from ear to ear.
Yeah.
Ang tawag nga sa akin ng nanay ko growing up, skandalosa. But, yeah,
Kailangan
that's how I
may-
express myself.
Oh yeah, and it's fun. It's fun to just, maging magulo.
Yes.
Yeah. I know every time that you're introduced, syempre, it's Abby Marquez, the Webby Award winner, the Creator of the Year Award, the James Beard nominee, Forbes 30 Under 30, which are all such great accolades. But if none of those things existed, how would you choose to introduce Abby Marquez?
Honestly, for different sets of people, I feel like they know a different side version of me. I guess to my prod team, I'm a responsible, busy
Strict?
director person.
Correct.
But to my friends, since sila yung maingay and tagatawa ko, mostly my role is I'm the cook. Kapag may party, tahimik ako or punta ako sa gilid and I'm gonna try to cook something habang lalaro sila. But to my family or my siblings, ako yung maingay sa bahay. Sino pa bang magde-describe? My teachers would describe me as very responsible and ambitious and overachieving. But I would describe myself as sleepy, lazy. Yeah, that's why I was commenting on your casting call sa mga introverts. Sabi ko, ako na to! Ako na to.
Actually, hindi, nagulat ako kasi even when we just met outside, sabi ko na introvert si Abby, but all of your videos, I mean, obviously, I know it's, you're in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So, syempre, hindi namin nakikita 100% of who you are. But parang nagulat ako na you would describe yourself mismo as an introvert.
Yeah.
Do you think you're an introvert? Or ano ka lang, parang shy extrovert or outgoing introvert?
Wow. Hindi ko
May
naisip
ganon.
na may ganon. Ano ba ako? I have to recharge Like, I have to recharge after a hangout. And sometimes in the middle of the hangout, kailangan kong, guys, wait lang ah.
Gets. Mag-isa. You recharge alone?
Mag-recharge rin.
Hmm.
Not necessarily alone, but I have to shut up for an hour. Biglang bababa yung energy. And then when I'm back, I'm this level of energy again.
Yeah.
I do love spending time with myself. I don't have a problem being alone in my room the whole day.
Yeah.
I don't mind eating outside alone. I don't mind going to an amusement park alone.
Ang saya.
I'm really comfortable just by being with myself. But that doesn't mean na when I'm outside, I don't try to enjoy, because that's something I had to learn the hard way. I would attend these events where I have to wear, like, I had to prepare so much to be in that event. And pagdating ko doon, nakatingin lang ako sa sahig and like I'm being shy and like, ay po. And not talking to anyone at all.
Mhm.
And then na-realize ko na I'm really missing out on knowing such awesome people, and I'm basically wasting my time if I don't. Ayun lang, it's overwhelming. So, ang dali lang mag-shutdown and just sit on your table and wait for the event to be done.
Yeah.
But it makes me feel bad after an event tas wala akong kinausap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not about networking at all. It's just about, ano ba? Ang corny mo naman, Abigail.
Oo. Makihalubilo ka, ganon.
Yeah, yes,
Parang
yes.
inaano mo yung sarili mo.
Yes.
Reprogramming.
Mm-mm.
Do you think people assume this side of you more than you think? Parang, oh, si Abby extroverted yan. Expected.
Yeah.
You-
Yeah. I think so. Kasi, lalo na ngayon, by the way, I don't need these glasses.
Wait, oo nga, no. Wala talaga
Yeah.
siyang lenses?
Wala. Kasi nagpalisik na ako and I see clearly. I see all the dust in the lens. Charing. I don't need it. But people don't recognize me without it. Kaya,
Oh, wow.
sige, susuot ko. Lalo today, nag-film kasi ako, so.
Oh my God, oo nga, no.
Hi,
Hindi ko
guys.
napansin.
Yeah, they don't recognize me without my clamp and without my glasses, so.
Wow,
Really, like,
whoa,
oh,
Superman.
Asan
Nasaan
si
si Abby? But you
Yes.
can wear however you wanna feel more
Hindi,
comfortable.
syempre, baka sabihin nila, sino kausap nito ni Addison? Sino kausap nito?
So how did you learn how to, or what was the first thing that you learned? Tas ito na yung parang opening remarks. Your opening remarks. So, sa mga tao kung gusto mo kausapin.
Opening remarks. Alright.
Para wala siya
Opening
nilalapitan.
I guess, ang na-realize ko is the more you overthink it, the more that you give yourself the room to think about everything that could go wrong.
Yeah.
Because usually naman, ang nasa isip ng isang taong nahihiya mag-approach sa ibang tao, it's like, what if they find me weird? Or baka maging awkward because I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
But the first thing is introduce yourself as early as you can. Like, wag mo nang hayaan na mag-marinate tayo dito 5 minutes. Tapos suddenly,
Nakatayo ka lang.
hi, sorry, ako pala si Abby. Like, especially when you're in an event, tas may table, tas marami kang kasama sa table, tas hindi mo sila kilala. Wag mo nang hintayin na mag-marinate kayo doon. The moment that you see someone, just rip off the band-aid. Hi! I'm Abby! You are... Ay, hindi. Ayoko sabihin yung trick ko kasi malalaman na ng mga tao.
Wait! Oh my God, may trick ka! Na-out si Abby.
Sasabihin ko sana yung trick ko, pero kasi lagi ko siyang ginagawa, marirealize ng mga tao na ginagawa ko yung trick na yun sa kanila. Pero, kunyari,
Sige, ikaw bahala ko. Comfortable ka. Bulong mo na lang.
so, yun, I introduce
Basta may
myself.
something, yes.
I introduce myself as early as I can, and then, hi, I'm Abby, I'm a food content creator, and you are, So, yun na.
Mm.
I just, how I take the pressure off myself is just, I ask them questions. Like,
Nice.
usually,
Kumain ka na ba?
Usually, kumain ka na ba? What you have for dinner? Kasi it's food eh.
Correct,
I'm
correct.
always interested in that. Or minsan, kapag ka, like, sobrang random, tatanong ko, masaya ka ba sa buhay mo?
Whoa!
Masaya ka ba sa role mo?
I love that.
Yeah, like for example, I go to interviews and I'm
Mm.
really interested in how you live your lives kasi this could have been me. Wow. This where yes, and I'm really interested in how people live their lives and their stories and why they're doing what they're doing right now. So minsan natanong ko na ang ginagawa mo? Ang ginagawa mo? Masaya ka ba sa buhay mo? Masaya ka ba sa ginagawa mo?
Kahit di mo sila pakilala prior, parang instantly.
Yeah.
Mm.
Usually kapag ka-work ko, for example, like this setup, I would totally ask you later, ba't ka nandito?
Alam ko na
Like,
yung trick mo eh.
Bakit ka
Char.
nandito? Pero yan, that's like a genuine question.
That's-
Yung trick ko, it's more about remembering names. Kasi I'm really bad at names. I used to, makapanood ng dormmates ko to. Nag-dorm ako sa UP. Tapos, 6 kami sa room. And I feel like wala pang 10 sentences yung exchange ko with my roommates for the whole year.
Huh?
Yeah.
The entire 2 years?
And I moved in and moved out after 1 to 2 years without knowing their name.
Wow! Oh no! No, but that's... Wow, thank you for sharing those. Sobrang...
But right now, yeah, looking back, I would even tell my younger self na that's almost disrespectful. Like, you don't even respect them enough to know their names. But they were all older than me.
Okay.
Tapos medyo mayaman sila. Sorry. Like, gamit nila. Ang pangit. Ang pangit pakinggan. But I was really intimidated by them. And they were older than me. I felt shy. And di din naman nila ako kinausap ever. At wala naman kaming problema. Siguro kung dugyot yung sabihin ko na, uy, at least may conversation, di ba?
Yeah.
Please, tanggalin mo yung buhok mo sa drain, parang gano'n. Pero wala naman din problems.
Okay.
So, nagkaroon lang ng equilibrium in my dorm room na, okay, hindi tayo mag-uusap. And then, yeah, I don't feel proud about that. Pero kasi nga, kunyari, roommate kayo. Tapos 6 months na, hindi pa rin kayo nag-uusap or di mo pa rin kilala sila. Parang awkward mo yung one day na,
Wait.
hi, sorry. As in, one room
Wait.
ng
So, how do you guys sleep? Like, parang gantong room, tas bunk beds type situation?
Yeah, so, like this room, 3 bunk beds, up and down.
For 2 years, same people, same
Yeah.
set. How do you refer to them? Parang what if like, kumain ka na ba, ganyan? How do you call them? Like, roommate 2, gano'n?
Hindi, I don't, hey.
For every-
Girl.
But do you think they know the names of each other? Friends sila, 5?
So, I don't want to go into detail because they might know sino sila.
Okay.
But, yeah, friends ko naman yung iba kasi one of them was a schoolmate of mine nung high school.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, ngayon ko lang pinag-usapan kasi ito nakakahiya. Baka panoorin nila to. Oh.
Safe space. Walang magjo-judge, guys. No
Yeah,
judging.
so basta mahihain ako noon. Tapos, minsan, they invite me to, uy, dinner tayo, pero I'm genuinely not available. Tapos, I had my guitar, they would borrow my guitar, ganon. But yeah, like a wala talaga. So, as I was saying, nakakahiya naman kung 6 months na kayong natutulog sa tabi ng isa't isa, in the same room, tapos bigla mo sabihin,
Ano nga pangalan mo?
by the way, hi, I'm Abby.
It's too late na kasi.
It's too late. So, parang it's past that point. So, awkward na. So, always just, the moment you get a chance, just introduce yourself. And then later, ito yung trick ko. Pag nakalimutan mo yung pangalan nila, just ask them, how do you spell your name?
Ay, ang ganda. I love that.
Do you see me using that? I always use that.
No,
I
that's very
always use
natural.
that. Kasi I'm like, how do you spell your name? Tapos masispell nila. And then, okay. Kasi I'm also bad at hearing. Which is why it was a nightmare for me to also work in a hotel nung nag-OJT ako as an HRIM student.
Oo.
It was so embarrassing. Nagtatrabaho ako sa front desk to answer calls. And I'm so bad at hearing. I was like, hello po. Sorry po, ano po?
Yun?
Huh? And at that point, galit na yung guest. Parang, ayoko na mag-book sa inyo. Ulit-ulit na lang. Oh.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Pero okay lang. I mean, super gets. Yung personal trick ko is, fina-follow ko sa socials. Sana may socials yung kausap ko. Para instantly, nakikita ko na yung spelling ng name.
Oh, now you know, just ask them.
Now you
How
know,
do
you just
spell
ask
that?
them. Pero so next time, guys, pag tinanong ni Abby, how do you spell your name? Don't see it as something disrespectful. Para lang na
Yeah.
ma-retain yung name.
Yeah. It's
That's
actually
normal.
respectful.
It is. Para correct yung information.
Yes.
Ganda.
So how do you spell your name?
Ako nga rin di ko alam. Oh, it's actually double L. Double L.
Ang pangit naman ang
A-L-L-I-S-O-N.
sagot mo. Dapat si-spell mo buo kasi paano kung nakalimutan niyo yung pangalan mo? Tapos sasabihin niya lang, sabihin mo lang double L. Isipin mo,
Ano nga ba name
shit,
mo?
Hindi ko nakuha yung name. Alam ko lang na double L.
So, ano nga name ko, Abby?
Double L.
Hala! Matatapos tong buong podcast. Di namin alam pangalan ng isa't isa.
I'm
Dapat
Abby.
next time.
I'm Abby.
I'm Allison. Ayun.
Double L.
Double L. Obviously, everyone knows you as the Lumpia Queen. And as someone na anong year pala na parang na-coin yung name na yun? Was it from the very beginning of the Lumpia series?
Yes. I started content January 2022. I started the Lumpia series February 2022. And almost immediately, people called me the Lumpia Queen.
Because you started doing things na talaga with Lumpia,
Yeah.
diba?
And
Tapos they would
started-
suggest.
Yes, they would suggest and I would start. It was like a lot of videos in a short amount of time. So, nagkaroon talaga ng pattern and recall na.
Na-associate ka na.
Yeah.
So, my question is, kung ang lumpia ay tao, ano ang personality niya?
Kung ang lumpia ay tao, anong personal? Oh my gosh. It would be a loud people pleaser
Talaga? Bakit?
like me. Sure. Kasi pag kinain mo yung lumpia, maingay.
Correct.
It's crunchy. So, the exterior is gonna be loud, a little bit confident, a little bit greasy. A
Grabe
little bit greasy. But inside, sabi nga ni Taylor Swift, I'm a mirror ball.
Wow.
I'll show you. Ano sabi niya? Basta, nagbabago siya. Depende sa kaharap niya at pangangailangan ng sitwasyon. Bakit naging Tagalog? Basta nagtatransform siya. And I'm hindi naman sa ginagaya ko yung lumpia sa ako, but I'm a mediator. I am an INFP. And like I said earlier, people know me differently from how others would know me.
Yeah. It's the Gemini side.
Yeah,
Two sides
two-faced.
Oh. Ano yung mas
Baka kulang yung
napakita?
two. Sorry. Go. Go.
Sorry.
Go lang.
Cut. Ang gulo. No, sorry. So, nga. So, yun yung personification ni Lumpia. So, very similar to you. Is that why you were so drawn to it?
Hindi intentional yung pagiging drawn ko to it eh. It was really an accidental discovery of how versatile this ingredient is. Because of me seeing lumpia wrapper, marshmallow, at chocolate
Yeah.
sa kusina ko. And then, I'm really just a very curious.
Sorry. As Abby the director, pina-flag niya na yun. Bad sound. Sorry.
I'm really a curious person. And especially with food, I'm not afraid to experiment. So, nung nakita ko yun, bakit ko kinukwento to? Ano nga ba pinag-uusapan natin?
So, na-draw.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm really a curious person. And that day, my mind was stuck sa experiment na what happens if I fry the marshmallow in lumpia wrapper. And then, after doing all of the experiments and doing all of the suggestion ng mga tao sa comments, that's when I realized the potential of the lumpia wrapper na we've kind of been underusing that ingredient. And it's basically, if you wrap anything with lumpia wrapper and deep fry it, it's gonna be just adding a crunchy element and maybe a little bit of richness kasi nga mantika yun.
Oo.
But now I really appreciate it and see it for what it is. It's a very friendly Filipino snack or Filipino food, everybody likes it. Yan ang unang mauubos sa handaan.
True.
Kids like it, adults like it, and it's very versatile. It can be filled with ube, with tikoy, with Shanghai, with vegetables. And singit lang, no, this year, ang dami na nagkwento sa akin na naiinis na daw sila sa akin kasi uwi sila ng bahay, may lumpia, isasawsaw nila sa ketchup, pagkasubo nila, ube ang laman. Kasalanan ko daw yun. At this week, yung kaibigan ko, nag-post sa story niya, ganun din, pagka uwi galing work, pagod na pagod, nakakita ng lumpia, kumuha ng kanin, at binudbura na ng kung anong pepper, whatever, pagkakagat, tikoy ang
Oh my
laman.
God.
Hindi,
That's not your fault.
labels. Hello.
Uso naman amoyin eh. Pwede naman. But that's
Tama.
not your fault. You changed the game. Oo nga, no?
Tama.
Kasi nga, when you see lumpia, una, iisipin, it's either, kapag turon kasi halata. Kasi glazy siya. It's
Yes.
shiny. Pero nga, no, pag lumpia kasi kala mo ulam, ready
Oo
na.
nga.
Pero yun siguro yung downside of the lumpia
Yeah,
series na.
but that's how it
That's-
has changed our lives.
Yeah, that's how
May
much
trust
you
issues ka.
Oh, that's how much you've opened people's minds to the point that people are experimenting.
Yeah.
Did that ever, parang nag-sink in ba yun ever sa'yo na how much you've affected people that way?
Hindi ako nag-iisip.
Relate.
Joke lang. How I don't really spend much time thinking about, how have I impacted the world? Nare-realize ko lang siya when I meet people or when people reach out to me. And sometimes I can't even believe what they're saying. But it can be as simple as people telling me, "Oy, alam mo ba, pag magluluto kami ng menudo sa bahay, search namin yung TikTok mo, tapos naka-play siya the entire time kasi we like your recipe, or we spent Valentine's or anniversary together cooking your 15-minute tapsilog." Students reaching out to me saying, "Ate, nakauno kami sa entrepreneurship. Ang binenta namin is your peach mango lumpia recipe," or going abroad and seeing Filipinos. In Dubai recently, ang dami palang Pinoy talaga doon. Sobrang daming Pinoy doon. Tapos, they approached me after my session and told me na, grabe nakaka-proud na may Filipino doon sa Billboard of Creators, and you really make us proud to be Filipino. Doon ko nare-realize. Tapos after nun, I don't really spend much time. I think I spend more of my time making content talaga. And whatever the influence or impact that yields, then that's a bonus for me. Which is why I think I'm a creator first versus influencer. Kasi I make content for content,
Right.
and then the influence is
It's just a side effect
it's
of,
just a
of
side
creating.
effect of creating.
Yeah. Ang galing. Well, they do come hand in hand kasi nga you're creating something that obviously if it's impactful enough, it will influence people.
Yes.
Kasi cooking especially Filipinos love eating and cooking. Feeling ko more eating than cooking.
Yeah.
But who doesn't? So, ang galing. So, as someone who's been known as Lumpia Queen from the very beginning, have you ever felt limited by that label? Have you ever felt like you were in a box?
I thought I was scared of feeling that in the beginning. That's where the hesitation of accepting the title was coming from. But I realized that it's an honor to be called that, and people remember me for that when they call me in public spaces, "Hey, lumpia rapper," or "Lumpia queen," or "Lumpia." Lumpia, minsan niya.
Tinatawag ka
"Ate,
lumpia rapper?
Oo, lumpia rapper.
Hindi man lang lumpia queen.
I know, right? Lumpia. And it's funny. I don't find it offensive at all.
Oo, ang random
Yeah.
lang.
To me, I'm just so grateful. They remember me.
Oo.
They remember me. And honestly, a lot of creators would wish they'd be known for something.
Yes.
And if hindi nangyari yung Lumpia Queen, I don't know what that would be for me. So I'm really glad na binigyan nila ako ng ganong klaseng title. Right now, I don't see it as something limiting, although it has to be something that I have to do. Kailangan ko siyang pangatawa. Ano?
Panindigan?
Panindigan! Kailangan ko siya panindigan. Kasi Ngayon, medyo responsibility na siya.
Gets.
People call you lumpia queen, so you have to be responsible enough na if they see you as a person of authority or credible in that topic, then you'd have to learn everything
About
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And consistently provide it. Parang lagi mo siya ginagawa na ngayon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like for example, right now, people see me as a representative of Filipino food.
Which you are, yeah.
Okay.
I think you are.
Okay.
It's not to pressure you or anything, but that's in a cool way, in a modern way, na one of the faces of Filipino food in this
Yeah.
day and age. Ang galing.
Yes, and sorry, dina-downgrade ko lang, but yeah, really, I am proud to say I represent Philippines and Filipino culture in a lot of rooms. Especially when sa mga award shows, and I noticed na unfortunately I'm the only Filipino in that
Yeah.
event. I become the representative of my country and Filipino food. Bakit ko na nga ba sinasabi to ulit? Sorry,
Kailangan mo panindigan
ADHD.
parang as a person of authority.
Yes. So I'm a representative of Filipino food. I find myself being the Filipino food representative in a lot of rooms.
Yeah.
And I want to be responsible and be a good representative. The only challenge that comes with it, being responsible to be inclusive, being responsible enough to stay updated, and yung hindi ka maging out of touch, and to continuously learn about it. Because ako naman, admittedly sa akin, ang culinary experience ko is still limited. I'm quite young. My gastronomical experience is, if you ask me saan masarap kumain ngayon sa Maynila, I can't really answer you right away because I'm not from Manila.
Right.
I don't really have a lot of experience there. But imagine if I go abroad and they ask me, what's good in Manila? And I can't say anything.
Yes.
Parang, ano ba? Totoo ba? Ikaw lang,
Oo.
like, you're a representative of Philippines here, tapos wala kang masabi. So, it's become a responsibility for me to learn more so I can be inclusive and I can be confident to represent.
But I wanted to ask you, as someone nga who's been very famous, wow. As someone who's been very famous, has this whole journey of yours in content creation and being a public personality ever affected the way people treated you?
Oh, yeah. Wait lang. Isipin ko lang. Unang sa lahat, yung tatay ko. Charing joke lang. Definitely. It can be as small as biglang may magme-message sa akin na, "Uy, kilala mo pa ba ako?" And I've never talked to them. And inisip ko lang na kung hindi ako nakakuha ng ganitong attention, would they even message me? Or, I mean, obviously, people seeing you everywhere, visible everywhere, they would assume, oh, mayaman na yan. Pwede na manghiram dyan.
Yes.
I'm so sorry, that's the reality of it. When people see you succeed, may mangungutang sa'yo. I mean, it's a sensitive topic, but
Reality siya.
but
Truth
that's
siya.
that's
Yeah.
the truth. I'm very thankful na yung mga kaibigan ko and my parents, the people who were around even before I became a content creator and had all of these attention, they never really changed how they treated me after. My friends don't ask me to treat them or ilibre sila. They don't use, tama bang word yun?
For their own advantage
own
or
advantage.
gain.
Yes, when we hang out, I'm still me, I'm still Abby. I can still be whoever I am. Yeah.
That's good. Yung closest circle mo. Walang
Yes.
nagbago.
Yeah.
Pero actually, curious ako. So, is this version of your life, especially when you were younger, when you just started, di ba you were still in school, is this the future that you always imagined for yourself to have? Or what's a version of your life that could have been?
No, I did not imagine this. I did not know there was a creator economy. I did not know na kumikita po talaga sa Facebook at sa YouTube. Hindi ko nga alam that I was entering something eh. I didn't know what I was signing up for. It was really just a random day where I was cooking pasta instead of a rice meal. So sabi ko, wow,
Fancy.
social, nagpasta for dinner. Videohan ko nga to, lagyan ko nga to ng voiceover, gamitin ko ngayong 500 peso DIY light ko. And then, I just posted a video because I enjoy the process. I enjoy the editing, actually the editing. And then, na-realize ko na lang na, totoo pala na you can have content creation as a career. I did not know that was possible. So, because I did not know that possibility, hindi ko na-imagine ever that I would be in this kind of space. And that's also something that I'm sharing now. Like for example, last year we went to Bacolod and I told these hospitality students na you all might be feeling like you have to choose kung ano magiging role mo in the industry. But I'm here to tell you that in the real world, ang dami palang roles,
Yeah.
ang dami palang options, and you don't have to give up on any of your, not hobbies, give up any of your passion. Kasi sometimes, combining your passion and your skills on something and whatever you find fun, that might lead you into a role or a purpose in life that's not only unique but will make you happy to be in.
Yeah.
Ba't ko sinabi yun?
Yung version of your...
Ba't ko sinabi yun counter?
Why do you-
1, 2, 3.
When do you find yourself the hardest on yourself?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day. Bakit nga ba? I'm hard on myself for almost everything. And I try to mask it as, ganun talaga eh. If you're someone who wants to be always improving or TBH, but it's perfectionism. And I super understand how it has negatively affected me, but at the same time, how it's positively affected my life. It's having really, really high standards for myself. And that means, bawat content na nilalabas ko doon, I will make sure that it's something that I'm proud to publish or post. But that's exactly why these videos take such a long time to make. Kasi kahit naka 8 versions na nung edit, kahit 10 times na nag-revise yung writer, kapag ka hindi ko pa rin ma-feel yung isang material, I will not be putting it out there. So, yun naman yung sa akin for content. But, in my personal life, wala, ganun rin eh. I'm usually really hard on myself.
Yeah. How do you tackle that? I mean, do you use it na lang as a means to make yourself better, or do you purposely want to remove that feeling from you?
TBH, hindi ko alam kasi I don't know any other way to do it. I've always been like this, always having high standards for myself. How do I cope with it? Wala. I work until I'm run out. TBH. And then, I guess yung nag-improve na lang sa akin is, I have a better understanding of when to stop.
Okay.
Yeah. So, dati, work until you burned out. Ngayon, work until to a point where I know
Malapit.
I can still recover,
Okay.
that I'm still happy. So, kailangan kong iset yun sa sarili ko na ito ang Abby na negotiable mo, kailangan mo matulog. Okay? And kailangan mong umuwi every weekend because seeing your family recharges you. And sabi nga ng therapist ko at some point was, you have to tell yourself, and this is such a bad way to put it, sabi niya, it's honestly a bad way to put it, but you have to tell yourself that you still have to sleep, and sleeping is a part of your work. Because if you don't sleep, your work suffers. So, ayun, yun yung naging journey ko to coping with having such a high standard for myself and perfectionism. Yes. Yeah. Do you?
Oo, yung parang, I wanted to ask you nga, parang minsan kasi, it almost feels like being ambitious and being hard on yourself is part of your identity. I don't know if, are we gaslighting ourselves into believing na this is part of success? This is the price to pay for success? And I don't know if it's healthy or not. I don't think it is.
Yeah.
Na kailangan mataas standards mo, kailangan mo mag-stress at ma-overwhelm para maging where you are today?
Yeah, that's such a good topic. Okay, let's go. Pag-usapan natin yan. Because there's so much material like
Wala
that
na
out
sa
there.
script to.
Okay.
Okay,
Like,
okay, okay.
number
okay.
one, number
What do you
one,
think?
sabi ni Mr. Beast,
Mm.
you guys probably know this, but sabi ni Mr. Beast, if my mental health was a priority, I would not be this successful right now. Sabi niya. Tapos sabi din nung nag-found ng Skims, anong pangalan niya? Yung babae na sa Shark
Kim
Tank.
Kala ko si Kim.
Another business partner, sabi niya, work-life balance is not a thing for entrepreneurs who want to succeed. And sabi naman ni Mark Cuban, yung work-life balance niya was, he worked his entire youth and he's now living his life
In exchange of
after working so much. So the
Yes.
work was like, half of my life was work, half of my life is
Yeah.
life. That's the work-life balance. Honestly, I don't know what to think. Maybe we are gaslighting ourselves that kailangan mong pagdaanan to so that, kasi ganun talaga eh.
Yeah.
What do you think? Okay, you start the conversation.
Feeling ko there is some truth to it na maybe the reason certain people achieve success is because they had to sacrifice a whole chunk of their personal life, personal time, personal relationships, and mental health to achieve that. I think we're asking the wrong question. Maybe we should ask is, should we continue this? Do we really need to put ourselves in a higher standard na ganon to the point na mabaliw tayo?
Mm-hmm.
Pero hindi ko alam eh.
Why? Why are you doing it?
Why are we doing this for? So, up to what point do we say, masaya na ako dito and nasisave ko pa yung mental health ko? Versus, I can sacrifice a little bit more about my mental health to achieve more success. So, parang nasa tao na yun na parang, what does success more mean to you?
Yeah, exactly.
So, where do you stop? Kunwari, to the point na sacrifice na talaga mental health mo, would you be able to identify kung saan kang boundary mo na to?
To me, it was, or it is, as long as I find it fun.
Okay.
Kasi my why is I enjoy the process of making videos. I love it. The moment it stops being fun, what's the point?
Yeah.
Yes. And I can say that now, but I honestly went through a very, very, that was the lowest point in my life where sobrang na burnout ako just because I didn't know when to stop and I didn't find a point in what I was doing and I had to take a step back and remind myself, you need to have fun doing this.
And could you paint us a picture? Gaano ka work yourself, overworking yung ginawa mo sa sarili mo? Like, shoot 12 hours a day, ganon? No sleep, ganon?
TBH, kasalanan ko kasi siya. Since I have time blindness, I have ADHD, and that makes me disorganized and not really good at time management. Like, people can look at my to-do list, some would say, that's too much for one person. And some people can say na there are people who have more on their list.
More on their plate.
More on their plate and no problem. So it really varies per person. And my journey was trying to find the amount of things that I can handle that's healthy for me. So dahil hindi ako magaling mag-manage ng buhay ko, even if to some people it was okay lang siya, I will find myself a way to just make everything chaotic and magkakaroon ng maraming backlogs and delays because I'm disorganized.
Yeah.
And so that looked to me like hindi ako nakakauwi sa parents because I have to spend more days in the studio dahil nga hindi ko nagawa yung mga bagay on time.
Yeah.
Or nagpapile yung mga work kasi hindi ko natap. Kunyari, dumating Friday, apparently I have 10 things to edit. Pero to be honest, it was scheduled like Monday, you had 2 videos. Tuesday, you had 2 videos. Wednesday, I had 2 videos. And my procrastinator self mismanaged my time.
Yeah.
And now I have a lot of things to do on Friday. And nag-breakdown ako kasi, kasi hindi na ako masaya kasi ang dami ko na ine-edit. Di ko na, whatever. Yeah.
Parang naririnig ko yung sarili ko dun sa kasi kahit yung edit, nagkakaroon na nga ng gaslighting on your own self na this is what it means to be successful, this is what it means to be important. You really have to drown in your own work because otherwise, you're not doing the job. And maybe nga, I don't know, may advice ba yung therapist? Nakihingi ng advice. No, pero I understand. So, have you lessened that amount of pressure na sa sarili mo?
Pressure? It was more of so I noticed what my weakness was. It's executive functions. Apparently.
Oh.
Apparently, I really had a lot of room to improve sa sarili ko. So it was a collaborative effort for me to improve on myself
Mhm.
and be more responsible, because during that time I was also treating content creation as a hobby still, instead of an actual job
Yeah.
and as a business. And I wasn't taking efficiency as seriously as I should have, but I was contract bound. I was being paid like a working person. It's a legit thing, and I was still treating it as a hobby kasi I did not experience employment.
Yes.
So wala ako nung work ethic of a person who follows a structure.
Yeah.
That's why I really struggled.
Mhm.
So me, I had to deal with how do I improve myself, and my team, my management, they really helped me understand hanggang saan ba yung kaya mo, and we're here to help you remain happy in what you're doing. We're here to protect that,
Mhm.
and just tell us what you need. Tell us how we can help. And that's the kind of people that you want in your life.
Surround yourself
The
with.
people who, especially for entrepreneurs, creatives, na or overachievers, ambitious people, the people who you want in your life are the people who will support you and understand
Mhm.
what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Mm-mm.
Kasi nga, in this journey to be excellent, and in this journey to achieve things that you can't achieve easily,
Mhm.
diba? Kaya naman excellent kasi may ginawa kang kakaiba or more than what others would normally do. And of course, you have to sacrifice time and effort. Your family will suffer because you don't show up as much.
Yeah.
Your partner might say you don't show up as much, but they also have to understand why you're doing it. And
Yeah.
if it's something, if you're making it to make yourself happy, if it's other people would have different intentions, then
Mhm.
and it's a valid intention, then good. In the people in my life, ang sinasabi lang nila sa akin, as long as you're happy with what you're doing, we'll be there for you. Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, that's why it's important to know your whys nga talaga. As they always say, alam kong a lot of people have already said this. But at the end of the day, it's really important to know your why. Kasi kahit na ma-overwork ka, masobrahan ka, or you don't know anymore where you wanna go, as long as you know why you're doing what you're doing, you can always go back.
Yeah.
So, actually, that's the last question also that I wanna ask you as we wrap up this episode. Sobrang dami natin na pag-usapan. Thank you so much, Abby.
Naging therapy session pala.
Naging therapy, bigla, binaba ko kay notebook ko, na-intriga ako dun
Oh,
sa,
shucks.
My last question is, so if all of this, if content creation, all of the Lumpia Queen name and label and events, everything disappeared tomorrow, knock on wood, what do you think you would be doing instead?
What disappears?
Everything.
Everything? Even, like, even
what you're doing right now, if everything,
even my colleagues?
hindi naman.
What
Hindi naman to
disappears?
Avengers. Hindi naman sila mabibili.
Hindi na ganun si Thanos.
Hindi naman. Kung wari lang na, well, tapos na yung online persona and pagko-content creation mo. Kung wari.
Okay, tapos na ang content creation. I did not have content creation.
Hindi na,
And
tapos
everything
na.
that
Tapos na
comes
si
with it.
Abby Marquez as Lumpia
Yeah.
Queen. What do you think you'd be doing instead?
Wait lang, ika-clarify ko lang. Wala na si Lumpia Queen or wala na si content creation?
So you see that as two different things?
Yeah, I see that's two different
Okay.
things. If wala na si Lumpia Queen, I would just move on to the next content series. Yeah.
Which is, do you have an idea na? Or is it a secret? Okay lang if secret.
Wala pa naman. I mean, basically, I would just keep on creating content because that's what I'm happy doing. If wala na yung si Lumpia Queen, if wala ang content creation, I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
Mas mahirap yun.
Ginagawa ko ngayon. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, magkatrabaho ako sa isang company where I can learn. But it was always a learning first priority. I always told myself, gusto ko magtayo ng restaurant pag laki ko. Pag laki ko na. I told myself, before I found out about content creation, my plan really was to work and work and work in different hotels and different restaurants to learn as much as possible, the ins and outs, and then build my own restaurant.
Okay.
Yun talaga siya.
And you can still do that now?
I can still do that
or
now.
after. Yeah. That's cool.
Yes. But I can do that now without having to lose.
Tama.
Diba?
Tama. Ay, ang
I
galing.
can do that anytime.
And with that, thank you so much, Abby. Bago natin i-close yung episode, try na natin tong lie detector.
Why? Bakit ko pinapahirapan sarili? Alam nyo, hindi ko naman dapat to gawin eh.
Oo, siya yung
Nakita ko
nagsabi.
lang.
Sabi niya mismo, can I try?
Hindi. Ang sabi ko, masakit ba?
Ay, sorry.
Tapos sabi niya, sige, try mo.
Ay, try mo. Ako pala yung fake news. Sorry. Kala ko gusto mo i-try, so gusto mo pa ba i-try?
Masakit ba?
Ikaw lang makakasabi nun. So, I think i-try mo. Hindi naman siya masakit. Alam mo yung parang mga toy na ballpen na nangunguryente?
Okay. Mas masakit pa siguro ang Ultera.
Oy, mas masakit pa mag-derma.
Para ko ini-injection. Pag ini-injection na ako, hindi ako nakatingin.
Hindi yan mas masakit yung injection. Dito na lang, sorry, Abby. Para we can hear it. Okay. My question
you
is,
will hear
and
me.
Miss Camille, you can also ask questions if you wanna test Abby. My question is, natuwa ka ba today?
Skandalos. I can't.
Uy, Trudy!
You know what's more painful? It's the anxiety.
Yeah, it is.
Of anticipating the...
Because once you feel the kuryente, hindi nga siya masakit yung anxiety talaga. Pero yay, natuwa ka, yay! Let's give her a round of applause, everybody! The Abby Marquez, let's go! Lumpia, lumpia, lumpia. At